IaaS is been deployed along with it. So I'm just saying here IaaS. Now I'll give the stage name as what? I'll give the stage name as dev. I'm giving the stage name as a dev. Fine. Click here on one job, two task. Okay. So I'll say here website name as MVC 5 app. Okay. I'll set up the port bindings. Okay. I'll say here 81. Okay. Then IS deployment. Here carefully you have to choose dev DG because you are designing your dev stage. That's why I'm saying here dev DG. And time to run the job, let us take as 15 minutes. Let us take here also as 15 minutes. It depends, guys. If your project is too big, it will take more than half an hour, more than 20 minutes also. Depends. For our project, it is taking 10 minutes. Still, 5 minutes more I'm giving as part of the buffer. Okay, as a backup, or by any chance, if the DevOps servers are busy, if it is taking more than this time, then it should not get failed. That's why I'm giving here 15. Else, 10 minutes is also sufficient. Okay, for our project size. IaaS web app manage, yes, enable IaaS. Fine. And I believe rest of the things are good here. Okay. I'm just going and I'll click on save here. Okay. Save. Okay. Say okay. It is done now. What I'll do now, I'll go to my pipelines, release pipelines, say edit. And now what I'll do, I'll select this one. I'll select this stage and I'll say here clone stage. I'll say here clone stage. See, new stage got opened. I'll say this one will be what? QA. This one will be QA. And click on one job, two tasks. Just verify all the things. App name, we are giving it as MVC5 app. We'll give the port binding as 82 for this stage. Okay. Or you can keep the same port binding also, it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm saying here QDG, QADG, QADG, because I'm designing this a QA stage. That's why I'm saying here QADG. Okay, fine. I'm saying here enable the IIS. Say here allow the script OS access token. Fine. All is good. Say here save. Okay. This is done. Now come to your pipelines. Okay. Come to release pipelines. Click on edit. Now two stages are ready. Third stage you want to design. Select this stage and then say here clone this stage. Okay. I'll give this stage name as what? Prod. Okay. I'm giving it as prod. Click here, verify the things. Okay, all is good. Let us give the port binding here as 83. Okay. IS deployment here, I'm going to choose what? Prod DG. Prod deployment group. 15 minutes is fine. Rest of the things are okay because we have already done all these things for stage one. That is what we are copying. We are cloning the stages basically. This is the release pipeline that we are having with 3 stages now. Okay. Dev, QA, and prod. 3 servers. Dev, QA, and prod. Okay. Fine, guys. Now see how it is happening. This stage will deploy our application website on dev server. This stage will deploy our website on QA server. This stage will deploy our website on prod server. Okay. Now, if you see the current pattern, how it is, first dev stage will get deployed. If it is succeeded, then only QA stage will deploy. And if dev and QA both got succeeded, then only prod will get deployed. So you may have a requirement in your projects wherein your client will say if dev is done, dev is succeeded. Okay, if the application is getting build getting deployed in dev successfully, then only deploy in QA. If it is deploying, okay, building and deploying successfully in QA, then only come for prod. Depends. Or sometimes the client will say here, let it get deployed, okay, after release. After release, not after stage. After stage means this one. This is the stage. After stage means after the stage gets deployed, then come here, then deployed here. After release means after the build. Fine. Then what will happen with these settings? See here now, what is happening here with this setting? Here in this stage and this stage, the application will deploy simultaneously. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it is getting pass or fail here in dev. Okay, it will start getting deployed simultaneously in both the stages in one shot. The moment you say here release, okay, then it will start deploying in both the stages here. So QA is not dependent on dev here. QA is independent. It will start deploying the server. No, you want that QA should be only after dev, then select this one and close. Now, if it is succeeded here, then only it will jump to next stages, next servers. If it is get failed here, then there is no chance of deploying in other servers here. So normally this is the scenario we are having in our projects. This is also mostly the frequent scenario. Okay, fine. If you want all the three should get deployed one after the other, sorry, simultaneously, okay, then you can say here like this. The moment you say release, in all the three servers, your application will get deployed, irrespective of the status. Dev get failed or pass, doesn't matter to QA, QA got failed, pass, doesn't matter to prod. Prod will fail, pass, doesn't matter to QA. QA fail or pass, doesn't matter to dev. Every stage is independently getting executed here, and all three stages will get executed one by one. So I'll say here this one will be after stage only, like this. Okay, now I want dev and QA to get executed and to get the application deployed. And prod is the most important server. Prod is the most important environment where we have to be very cautious and careful. So I'll say here, okay, deploy this one, deploy the application on this server via this stage with some approvals. With some approvals. Means I'll set up some approval here. Let us take Kiddu. Okay, he's the global administrator for my account. I'm saying that let the application gets deployed here and here, fine. But when it comes to prod stage, it should take an approval from my team lead, from my manager, from my architect, and he has to approve it within 5 hours, or he has to approve it within 12 hours, or he has to approve it within 2 days, or he has to approve it within 30 minutes. Anything you can set, anything you can set here. Okay, fine. Then next, what I'm saying here, one more uh, trigger. When you want to trigger this one, this I have told already. Okay, and one more thing we are having here, deployment queue settings. Okay, number of parallel deployments, a specific one only I'm giving here. Okay, I'll just close pre-deployment approvals I have shown. And there is one more stage here that I'll show, that it will trigger manual only. Okay, manual only means you have to do it manually. You have to do it manually. Okay, it will not get deployed automatically. So normally I'll take this one. Okay, schedule. This one I was talking about. Schedule. What is this schedule means? See, I'm saying that I'm doing a kind of automation here. And what is this one? I'm saying that it should get deployed automatically on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday and Sunday, these 2 days, it should not get deployed because we are working 5 days a week in IT industry. So it should get deployed automatically on these all 5 days. Okay, at what time daily it should get deployed? Morning, 7 o'clock. Which time zone? Any time zone you want, you can set it up here, your choice. Plenty of time zones are there. I'll say here US and Canada. See, pre-deployment approvals I'm setting here. Okay, pull request deployment also, if you want, you can set it up here. Pull request deployment also. Okay, and schedule you can set it up here. Okay, and gates, define gates to evaluate before the deployment. Okay, deployment queue settings. Okay, so these are the mostly commonly things that I'm saying, guys. Here, this one, schedule at what time, how you want to schedule, on daily basis or only on 2 days a week or alternate day in a week. Purely your choice, depends upon your project how it is going to be. I'll say here daily basis only on 7 a.m. in the morning time. This is what my requirement is, and then I'll say here close. So what is going to happen now, when I say here create a release, then it will start deploying the application on these two servers simultaneously in one shot. But when it comes here now, it will get stopped and it has to take an approval. Once it's get approved, then only execution will start here. Okay, click on save. Okay, designed the pipelines, okay, for multi stages.
ఆయన వచ్చిపోయిండు 5:30కి ఎంతకో లేదురా.
Okay, then say here create release. See how it is going to execute like this. Okay, executing the
పర్లేదు
release pipelines, that is basically CD for
అన్నా మీరందరూ లేకుండా నేను ఎందుకని
multi-stage
క్రికెట్ అంటే
or multiple servers.
నేను లేచి ఎదురు నేను 3 సార్లు
Okay, create. Started. Now the release is started. Now see here how it is going to happen. Super. It started both in dev and QA simultaneously, parallel. Because for QA stage, we set it as what? After release, not after the stage. Okay. Now, if you see here, are you able to see here IIS in the dev server? See, it is showing results not found. No result found. Where in dev server? See my cursor, dev server. Same if I go here, if I say IIS here also, is it showing here? No. Same applies to prod also. So we'll wait for some time. Okay, let this gets executed. It will take hardly some 8 to 10 minutes, I believe so. Once it is done, then I'll show you finally how we have deployed the web application on our different servers here. Okay, that is called multi-stage release pipelines. Okay, guys. Is storage account not required to keep deploy code on VM? Devendra, our code we are keeping in a Visual Studio. If you want, you can put it in storage account. It's your choice. Here our demo is for CI/CD, right? So in that way, I'm just showing it here. If it's your choice, I have shown that already. If you want to upload multiple files in your storage account, then you can use AZ copy. For one file, you can go for manual upgradation, uploading the data in your cloud services. It depends. Okay, so we'll wait here for some time, guys. Okay, let us see. And if it gets failed by any chance, simply understand that you have done somewhere something wrong. Just keep refreshing the browser.
క్లాస్ 2-3 రోజులు ఉంటే క్లాస్ అయిపోద్ది మనం. కాదు 12 ఒంటి గంట వచ్చినట్టున్నారు. ఎందుకు వచ్చింది 12:10 12:20 ఇప్పుడే నేను పట్టుకోనిలే 15 నిమిషాలకు వచ్చింది. మామూలు 2 నిమిషాలు ఉంటుంది. 2 నిమిషాలకి నేను పెట్టుకోనుకోవద్దురా. తెలుస్తుంది బయట స్పీకర్లో పెట్టింది. ఇప్పుడు బాబా క్రికెట్కి 11 దాకా ఆడతారు. సాటర్డే కదా మన దగ్గరే. కానీ బ్రష్ ఇలా తినలేదేమో నాకు రాసేదేమో తినే పోతే మధ్య ఎక్కువ సాయంత్రం
It is still getting executed, guys. It will take at least 10 minutes of time. Okay. So it's in progress still. We'll wait for it for some time. IIS, no, not, see, only one time only we are deploying the IIS. As we are creating the servers every time, Ritvik, that's why we are considering IIS every time. So IIS deployment is once only. So servers we are deleting now on daily basis because we are working on free trial. So if server is created new, no IIS is there, that's why we are considering IIS. Else you can skip that one, no problem. Okay, Vijay Prakash, where we change the code and commit the changes, CI/CD pipeline will start automatically, right? Okay, you can make the changes in the code also, no problem. We can make the changes in the code in Azure DevOps only by using repos. I have shown, right? We can create a new branch. We can make the changes in the branch and then we can make a commit. We can merge that new branch with the master branch. Then we have to do the CI build we have to do. Then we can do the CD also. Okay, super. See, it got succeeded. In dev and QA, it got succeeded, but in prod, it is not running. See, in prod, it is not running. It not started. It is scheduled, but it is not started. Right? So what I'll do here, I'll say deploy. Then see it is, asking me to make some comments here. I'll say, okay, for deployment, something, and then say here deploy. And then say here deploy. Now it is seeking approval. It is seeking an approval. So say here approve. Who is approving? Kiddu. He is the global administrator for my DevOps account. That's why I have assigned to him. Okay. I'll say okay for deployment of this web app in prod server. Approve. He can defer also if he wants. Now see, the in progress is going on. Means the deployment started. Now dev and QA it got succeeded. Na? If you come here in dev, okay, if you come here and say IIS, now it will show you the IIS. See, super. Last time it was showing here, not available, not found. Now it is showing IIS is there in your server. Click on this one. Click on dev. Okay, click expand the sites. This is the name we have given MVC5 app. Right click, say browse your website. So the website what I have shown in our Visual Studio in our local laptop. Now that finally we have deployed in our Azure virtual machine also. It will open, guys. I'm not sure how much time it will take, but it will get open. Same, come here, come to IIS in your QA. Okay, fine. Come here, expand this one. Right click, my website and say browse. This is opening the website both in dev and QA. Okay, see the same website it is going to be. Actually, it is getting opened here in the Internet Explorer. If you open the same in your Microsoft Edge, it will show it to you same exactly carbon copy. So say here Microsoft Edge. Okay. In Microsoft Edge, it will show you this one. Okay. What I'll do, I will come here. I'll come to my Internet Explorer. This is the one. I'll put it here. See, same website. What is there in my local laptop? If I run this one, okay, finally, this project website, okay, same website carbon copy is got deployed in our Azure virtual machine. See, same website. Application name, ASP.NET. Okay, same. Okay, application name. Here I have given the name as Naresh MVC5 app about contact. This is the modification I have done. Okay, rest of the things are carbon copy. Same, you can open it here in your QA also. Open this in your Microsoft Edge. In IE, it is showing something different. It is same only, but the appearance little different here in IE. Okay, open it in Microsoft Edge. I have done the same for Devna. You also do it, guys. And now we'll see for production the status, what it is going on. Okay, so production is still going on. Say here refresh. It's still going on. I'm waiting for it for some time. Yeah, it depends, Khaja. It depends. Yes. YAMLs are nothing but an artifacts only, which will carry all the information, all the details about your pipelines. So I'm waiting for the production to get finished here. The process is going on for production. I'm not sure. Maybe it will take some 8 to 10 minutes of time, guys. 6 minutes is done. And my expectation is that finally I should be able to see the application in my prod also. Super. See, it got succeeded in production also. See, dev succeeded, QA succeeded, prod is also succeeded. Come here, go for prod, server, minimize this one, come down, say here IIS. Yes, it's going to be there. Okay, open this one, expand, and finally you could able to see the application MVC5 app even in your prod server as well. Okay, in IE it is little bit confusing. Okay, the look and feel is showing something different in IE. Open this in Microsoft Edge. That is making things more relevant. Hence, we have deployed the web application, okay, using CI/CD pipeline. Yesterday we have done for one server. Today we have done for multiple servers. So these are the steps, guys. And if you want to make the changes for that also, I have given the things. This is designing the QA dev stage, designing the QA stage, designing the prod stage. Okay, all these steps, guys. Wait for 10-15 minutes till all the pipelines get executed. Okay, then log into the servers, check whether the servers is been there or not. All these steps I have not referred when I was doing the demos, but for initially first time, second time when you are doing this demo, it will be much needed for you to refer the steps or refer the recordings. Okay. So I'm saying here now my application will be showing here as running now. Okay. See, I'll just go here, delete, control V, hit enter. The same application you have deployed in your prod server also. That is what I'm showing here. Fine, guys. So with this, I'll just stop the class. And see, this is the architecture. Initially, we are having the source code in our local repo. Then we push to the server repo. On top of server repo, we ran the CI, okay, continuous integration, and generated the artifact YAML files only. That is nothing but here we have done the release pipeline CD to deploy our application to Azure VMs as dev server. Then after dev servers, we'll continue the release pipeline to deploy the application in Azure VM, that is QA and prod servers. This is multi-stage, this is single stage. That's it, guys. Okay. Test plans already I have discussed in the last classes. Okay. Because we were having some issue with Visual Studio that is fixed and I have shown the demos. This test plans and all these things I have shown. Okay. So what I'll do here, next I'll show you deploying web application, the same web application on PaaS services. I have shown this one in IaaS services today, and I'll show this on PaaS services mostly on Monday or Tuesday. Okay, Monday I'll show. Monday would be the last class for us. No, 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 not Monday. I think Tuesday will be the last class for us because I'm going to show how to deploy the web applications on PaaS services. We have seen today on IaaS services. Okay, virtual machines is IaaS services. How to deploy the web applications on IaaS services we have seen. PaaS services we'll see on Monday's class. Again on Tuesday's class, we'll go for the Docker containers. Okay, how to deploy the Docker containers, how to host the applications on Docker containers and all. This I'll show in Tuesday's class. So mostly Tuesday's class would be the last class for us. Okay, so deploying the web applications on PaaS services and on container services, this I'll show in next week classes, guys. Fine, all good. So I'll say here this one implementation and save it in my records. Fine, guys. Okay, any questions, anyone? All good.